Hey, get business credit. Get Jeeves.
Live from Columbus, Ohio, this is the Get Business Credit YouTube channel with your host, Josh Van Horn. Subscribe now and hit the bell notification right now to stay up to date as soon as we release new business credit gems. Take it over, Josh.
Hey, welcome to Get Business Credit YouTube channel. Today we're talking about Jeeves. I've made past videos about Jeeves. This is a refresh about Jeeves. A couple reasons I'm doing a refresh about Jeeves is they've added another product, a business growth loan. We'll get into that here in a moment, but before we get into that, please, as always, hit that subscribe button if you're not already a subscriber. I literally have probably 30 to 60 videos releasing in the next 30 days, and I have a special guest coming on probably next week, so stay tuned for that. Anyways, with all that being said, let's just get right into it. Before I do, gotta take a little drink out of my Jeeves cup. Okay, let's get right into it. So for those that haven't already heard about Jeeves, or you might have applied and got denied, maybe I can give you guys a little insight on why you got denied. But if you haven't got denied or you haven't applied yet, we're going to go through all the steps, and I'm going to tell you maybe a few tips on what you need to do to get approved and kind of what the requirements are with Jeeves. But they're an amazing company, I can tell you that right now. I got approved with them right when they launched in the U.S. I think I was probably one of the first 5 people in the U.S. that got approved. They were already launched in other countries, and then when they came to the U.S., I got approved. All right, and I'll go through the process with you guys. It's pretty simple too, and they're a very flexible company to go through. All right, so with all that being said, let's get right into their website. As it says here, Jeeves, your business is our business in the U.S. They also do Europe, Canada, other countries. And it says here, try the all-in-one expense management platform built from the ground up for global companies. No fees, no hassles. It's built by entrepreneurs from entrepreneurs. And I don't want you guys just to go apply without knowing more about it. Okay? So let's just cover a few sections at a time. So for those that don't have time to watch this, you might want to come back when you have longer time to watch, just because you really do need to watch the whole video if you want to get approved or increase the chances of approval. So make sure you listen up, okay? So like it says here, unlimited cards for your growing team. Empower your employees with the freedom to use their own corporate cards while earning up to 4% cash back. You heard right, up to 4% cash back. It depends on what you're actually purchasing, but it is up to 4% cash back. Statement credit. Okay, I use Jeeves every month. It's a net 30, but it's actually like a net 39 because it's like 9 days after the 30 days is when they do a draw out of your bank account, or you do manual payment. Okay? And you can see here they are founder-friendly financing. They don't just offer, this is new, they don't just offer a business corporate credit card. And even if you're a solo entrepreneur, it's fine. You don't have to have, multiple employees to get approved and stuff. It's fine. You do need to have some cash flow, but it's okay. They offer this new, it's called a growth capital loan. You get access to capital and the currency of your choice in less than 24 hours. Flexible financing that works for you on your terms. No other fintech company is really offering you this. Okay, like it says here, transaction notice. You have received a deposit by Jeeves Inc. for $250,000, $150,000, $10,000. So they do all different ranges. Okay, I'll go over that here more in a minute. They have it's global solutions. They really are worldwide. That's what kind of sets them aside from everybody else. You know, you can use your Jeeves card anywhere in the world. All right. They're backed by the best. They're honestly, I would say, out of all the fintech cards companies, they're my top 3 favorite. Okay. You can check them out, but Y Combinator, they were part of that program. This is the application, and it's kind of not a full application, it's just kind of a questionnaire, and then somebody will reach back out to you. But I'm going to tell you what you need to do to be able to, how to fill out the application to be able to get the call back, because some of you guys might fill it out in the past and never heard back from them, and I'm going to tell you why. So stay tuned until the end. And make sure you use my link when you sign up too. That's going to help your increase chances of approval, because you're going to go get my rep. Anyways, a little bit about Jeeves real quick. You know, well, I'm not going to go through that actually. It's too long. I don't want to bore you guys too much. But Dilip is the CEO and founder of Jeeves, and you can read all about him, but very intelligent, great guy. You guys can watch him on YouTube. He's been on many news channels and stuff, you know. So let's go on and go over to the Crunchbase see a little bit about what is Jeeves all about, okay? Jeeves is a fintech company that focuses on expense management payments. They're based out of New York, and they have employees from 100 to 250 employees. They are at their Series C round. It's a private company. And a little bit about their funding. They have raised $368 million in funding, okay? And they have about 50 investors, all right? And they were founded February 2019, so they're a fairly new company. But really, in the U.S., they are less than a year old, okay? So let's get down to the actual financials, just so you guys can see a little bit about this. This is nice, exciting for those that care about this data. So they had a Series A round, and they had 17 investors that invested a total of $26 million. And that was back June 2nd, 2021. And then September 2nd, 2021, they had Series B, 18 investors, $57 million. And then just a couple weeks ago, March 22nd, 2022, did their Series C round. 14 investors, $180 million, okay? Their lead investor was Tencent, okay? That's a very big company, especially in the tech world. So you guys can check that out. The reason I'm showing you guys this is this company is not going anywhere. This company is going to be a major leader in the fintech business sector for sure, and they're going to be basically one of the top leaders in my personal opinion for everything that they're offering in their technology. Okay, let's go on to their growth loan before we get into the application. Powered up with Jeeves Growth, founder-friendly, flexible growth capital. So there's no dilution, covenants, or personal guarantees. That's what's nice about Jeeves. There's no PG, no personal guarantees. Get funded in less than 24 hours. Capital that scales as you scale. So based as your business grows, they're going to fund you. And then you need more money, they're going to keep on helping you grow, because that's how they grow as you grow, just like anything else in business, okay? So as it says here, starting at $100,000 for 12 months with no cap. But for a limited time, get up to $25,000 in growth capital, entrance free. So there's no APR or anything for the first $25,000 for the first 12 months. The loan isn't a minimum of $100,000. They'll do lower than $100,000, as it says here, the first $25,000. Exact numbers, I don't know, but you saw on the screenshot before, it said that $10,000, so maybe 10,000 is their minimum. I'm guessing. Okay, so you can read more about that on their website. But this is really interesting because they're not looking at your credit score. They're looking at your banking data more than anything, and they're going to interview you, say on a Zoom call, and see like if they kind of believe in your company. In a way, they're going to kind of be an investor in your company, but they're not actually investing in your company, but they're giving you the funding. So that's why they take that call with you on Zoom to see if they can approve you or not. Okay. And they got rewards as well. So wait for that to load real quick. Like it says here, perks worth over 100,000. And it says right here, fly in style. All Jeeps card holders can access over 1,300 lounges globally. Okay, so all you have to do is just, if you're approved, you just have to email the lounges at tryjeeps.com and they'll get you registered in the lounges, lounge key. Okay, so another perk that I don't know any other fintech company offers. Some of these are pretty much standard with a lot of other fintech companies. They offer a lot of these Slack and, Amazon, pretty standard. All this stuff, they give you discounts and stuff. So you can take advantage of that, kind of like Brex does. All right, so now let's get onto the application real quick. All right, the application is very simple. You're going to put your first name, your last name, your company, and this is just a test application I put in to show you guys how to fill it out. So your first name, your last name, and then your company name. Make sure your company name is exact that matches your business bank account, because that's what they're going to look at. They don't have the Plaid system set up yet or anything like that because they're a fairly new company. So they're going to ask actually for manual bank statements, like PDF files of your bank statements. Typically the last 3 to 6 months of your bank statements. I don't know if things changed from now than when I got it like 7, 8 months ago, but they even would look at my PayPal income earnings. They would even look at my personal bank account earnings, because I had earnings come in, say through Google and ad revenue, and other affiliates would pay into my personal and some pay into my business, so I could show them all that. So at least then they would look at everything. So you're just going to email that to whoever your rep is, and they will get it to underwriting, and they will review everything as a whole. Okay, so you're going to put your phone number in there, and then the referral code is already going to be there, because if you click on my link, it's going to have my referral code in there. And you want that, honestly, because that's going to get you to one of my reps, and it's going to get processed a lot faster. Next, it's going to say, have you raised funding? This is likely going to be no for you unless you have raised funding through, like, if you're a tech company, if you've already raised, like, investors and funding and stuff. So that's the only way you'd put it like that. And then next it says product of interest. So corporate cards. So the corporate cards is going to be like the Jeeves card here that I have. And like I said, it's a net 30 card. And then they give you like a grace period of like anywhere from like 5 to 9 days before they take the money out of your bank account, okay? So that's that. And then financing, you can just pick financing if you want. And that's that growth capital loan that I talked about. And then you can choose both. So it's up to you, but you can choose both. If you do choose both, you'll probably have to talk to 2 different reps, because one handles the growth capital loans and then one handles the actual cards. But it's up to you. You might want to maybe just go after the card first and then get in the door with them and then go after the growth capital loan. It's completely up to you. It just depends on how healthy your business is. Okay. I can tell you they are going to want to see some revenue. All right. So don't apply if you only have like $1,000 a month coming in on your business. Okay. They're going to want to see that you have some money coming in. And that's pretty much true with all these businesses, all the fintech companies. They're not going to approve people that, don't have money coming in. People say, like, oh, this isn't for startups because they want money. Well, you have to think about this. A lot of people are missing. Startups have money, okay? Like most people that start businesses, they have a savings account of their own personal money that they put in. You know, I'm not saying everybody, but a lot of people, when you start a business, a franchise or whatever it is, you have to put up your own money some way or another. So, you know, startups do have money. It doesn't matter what type of business it is. You know, for the most part, you should have money starting your business up. Businesses don't get started for free, you know. Anyway, so the second form, you're going to put like what type of business you are in. Don't put sole proprietorship because I don't think they deal with sole props. I could be wrong, but I don't think they deal with sole props. We've already got, I think, over 100 people approved, you know, and they're not that big of a company yet, but they're getting there. So you'd pick LLC or C Corp, S Corp. So let's just say LLC because that's what probably most of you guys are. What's the average monthly revenue? Okay, so this is where it gets a little tricky, all right? And I don't want to get in trouble by Jeeves by telling you guys this, but if you put less than 10,000, the chances are you're probably not even going to get a phone call or anything like that at all. Now, I will tell you, if you are making around 9,000 or so, then I think it's okay to say that you are earning between 10 and 100,000. But if you're only earning 5,000 or 3,000 a month, then you're going to have to put less than 10K. And the chances are you're probably not going to be approved, but it's no credit check, no PG, so you could still, you know, doesn't hurt to apply and find out. Okay? Which industry are you in? So they give you several choices here, okay? And they're not picky about this either. Like other ones are picky about high risk or whatever, certain ones. So for me, it's marketing, advertising. And then what is your monthly average non-payroll spend? So what they mean by that is like, how much are you spending per month on cards, or how much would you spend? That's what they should say, because really that's the question they're trying to ask you. They're trying to figure out how much are you going to be spending if they approve you, how much are you going to be spending. They don't want to approve people with a small, like couple $1,000 credit line, because they only make money on the interchange fee. When you swipe this card, they only get paid a percentage or two, you know, off of what you spend. So if you have a $10,000 credit line and you spend $10,000, they're only going to get paid like $100, $200 from, you know, Visa or the bank that they're actually working with. So keep in mind, they want you to spend a lot. So basically, that's what they're asking there. You know, how much are you going to be spending, even though it says what's your average? So, you know, to be honest with you, again, I would be putting 5 to 50K. If you can't afford to be paying that back or whatever, then obviously put 0 to 5K. But I'm going to tell you right now, the chances are you're probably not going to get approved if you put 0 to 5K. You're going to need to put 5 to 50K or higher than that if you can justify that with, like, say, bank statements that you're spending that. But if you're around like 4 or 5K spending right now, put 5K to 50K. That's probably going to trigger your initial meeting, and chances are you have a higher chance to get approved, okay? And then where'd you hear about us? Just put social media, because it's already going to be on there with my referral. And then the company website, you're going to put your website, okay? And that's pretty much it, you guys, okay? Jeeves. That's pretty much it, you guys. I know it's a drawn-out video, but I wanted you guys to understand a lot more about Jeeves than my past videos. Didn't really break the whole application process down, and I never really talked about the Jeeves growth loan. So I really wanted to give you guys an insight a little bit about that. You know, it's a really easy company to deal with. I love them. They're great customer service. you know, really user-friendly dashboard in the background. Like I said, don't lie. I never said that. I'm not saying to lie. I'm just saying the chances are if you're going to put less than 10K of your average monthly revenue, you're probably not going to get approved. But if you're doing around 9,000 or something, close to 10,000, then I think it's okay to put that you're doing between 10K and 100K, because they can kind of look past things, especially if you can show some other income, personal income, or some personal investments or whatever that you have. They're kind of looking at not just your business income, they can look aside and look at some personal income as well, all right? And then as well as like, what is your average monthly spend? You know, they don't want to really issue you a card for 5,000 or less. So you're going to want to put 5K to 50K, 50K to 250K, go from there. If that's what your company justifies, that's what you can afford to pay back and spend every month. Okay, you guys, with all that being said, I know this is a drawn out long video. I just want to give you guys a clear picture of Jeeves. Click the link in the description below because it will be there. Use my link and it will get fast tracked to probably my rep Wesley or Matt, and they will schedule, like, after you hit apply, it's not going to ask you for anything else. It's going to say they're going to be in touch with you, okay? And they typically get in touch with you within 1 to 2 days to schedule the appointment calendar. You click appointment, and then you have to be in front of like a computer or phone or whatever and do an actual Zoom meeting. So be professional during that meeting because, you know, presentation is everything, your first impression, and that's basically part of the deciding factor is that initial meeting that they're going to have with you. And then if they feel okay at that point, then they're going to have you send over any of the banking documents, financial documents, and whatever else. And then they'll give you probably a decision within 1 to 3 days on what they can approve you for. Okay, so with all that being said, I hope this was valuable or helpful for you. Please hit the thumbs up if you like this video or you found it helpful. And again, if you're not already a subscriber, please hit the subscribe button and turn the bell notification on. Thanks so much. Bye-bye.